above items is both for the good and safety of all, the young and old persons that come to have a memorable experience of being in a stadium to watch a match from the stands. Though some of these prohibited items have been associated with being a symbol of an experience to watch a match in the stadium, there is good scientific evidence that some of these instruments, especially the vuvuzela, pose a health risk. For example, there is scientific evidence that shows vuvuzelas produce dangerously high levels of noise. This noise is enough to cause temporary hearing loss that can become permanent if one attends 3 to 5 events with vuvuzelas noise in the proximity or nearby. To put the noise, to help you appreciate how noisy the vuvuzela can be, the noise generated by the vuvuzela is about 131 decibels. Decibels are the units in which sound is measured. But if you compare it with a jet engine of an aeroplane, the jet engine produces noise of 130 to 140 decibels when an aircraft is taking off. So someone who blows a vuvuzela next to your ear is literally blowing the same sound level like that of a jet engine of an aircraft taking off. Hearing loss that is a result of noise such as that of the vuvuzela is most of the time painless, but progressive and can be irreversible. The challenge is that because the hearing loss is so gradual, as in takes time, victims do not associate it with a particular event that they were exposed to as the cause of the initial injury to the ears. Therefore, to avoid any inconveniences, fans who intend to watch matches from the stands in Nambole are encouraged to leave any such items at home, because such items, if brought, they shall be confiscated at the gates and not returned to you. We thank the fans for cooperating with the Uganda Police Force in following the guidance about prohibited items and other guidelines issued by the Uganda Police Force for a safe and secure fan experience in both Nambole, but also in the fan parks and fan zones that are being held around the regional cities, KCCA and Chira municipality. The fans had a great time in Imbarara, and the fan zone at Kings Park Arena in Gweyogerere shall continue on all match days. We would also like to inform the public and fans that intend to come to Nambole that, as we told you last time, the kiosks are now fully operational and stocked with adequate foods and drinks as approved by CAF. The local organizing committee has also observed that more children are being brought to attend matches at Nambole Stadium. This is truly a memorable experience for these young people. To note is that adults accompanying these children need to take extra safety precautions to always ensure that these children are not in harm's way. The precautions would like the media to convey to the public that when you have children, when you're buying tickets, choose seats that are in the quieter section of the stadium, because the stadium can be very noisy and uncomfortable. If you can afford, buy what are called earplugs or headphones for the child to reduce on the amount of noise. Choose appropriate warm clothes for the child, especially for night matches. Those of you who have been at Nambole may be witnesses that it gets a little bit chilly at night after 7 p.m. The child should stay with a group or person he or she is familiar with. The child should not be left unattended to at any one time. Ensure that your child does not accept food or drinks from people he or she is not familiar with. Take time to identify and show the child a clear location with very distinct signage at the stadium or landmark where the child can meet with you in case they become separated from you. They should always know that daddy or mommy or auntie, whoever came with me, told me that if I get lost, I should wait for him or her at that point. Show the child where the exit route is in case of an emergency. Nambole Stadium has very well demarcated exit signs. It is important that you always accompany your child to the restrooms or washrooms. Don't send your child alone. And this applies to both male and female children. It is important that you constantly talk with the child to ascertain that he or she is still next to you, because you could have walked away from the child in the excitement of the moment in the stadium. Have the child sit right in position where you have them in your direct sight. Identify and show the child responsible personnel in the stadium, like the stewards and security officers, whom the child should report to any incident that either has happened to you as the caregiver has come with the child, or any emergency that has happened nearby the child. It is important that you write on a piece of paper the phone number, which you should put that piece of paper in the child's pocket, so that if they get lost or go astray, whoever finds them can get that piece of paper from the pockets and then call that number to identify that the child is around. And lastly, for the child, it is important that after the match, please don't try to exit the stadium when the exit routes are still very congested. Sit back, give it some few minutes for the crowds to reduce before you walk out with the child. Children tend to get lost in the crowd at the exit routes in congested stadia, especially at the end of the matches.